Good morning, or good afternoon, I mean. That's when I'm filming this today. No sign of intelligent life. Yeah, that's an understatement, ain't it? Welcome to the channel, Gray Cloudy Day. I'm Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. Ooh. Moving a little slow today, but, I did manage to get up and do my study on the Master Speaks, and I shared a little bit with you guys on the channel. And got to get out and go. I went to the store. I went to go get my rent money out, but the ATM that I went to was empty. And I go to that one because it don't charge me a fee if I go to that ATM. So I don't know what's up now. So I just got to go another time or whenever it's full of money to get my rent out. Anyway, March 3rd, Jesus calling. I love you for who you are, not for what you do. Many voices vie for control of your mind, especially when you sit in silence. You must learn to discern what is my voice and what is not. Ask my spirit to give you this discernment. Many of my children run around in circles trying to obey the various voices directing their lives. This results in fragmented, frustrating patterns of living. Do not fall into this trap. Walk closely with me each moment, listening for my directives and enjoying my companionship. Refuse to let other voices tie you up in knots. My sheep know my voice and follow me wherever I lead. Ephesians 4:1-6 is the reference scripture, and John 10 verse 4. I can relate to that totally. I have to sometimes I really have to sometimes determine what's going on in my head. Is it my thoughts? Is it outside? Is it something outside of myself coming into my head, and it's not the spirit? I don't know. I may discuss something about today that was a little concerning, but it's not that big a deal because everybody has bad days. But there was somebody was saying some things this morning that was kind of disturbing, like striking out at me, and I've never had that from that person per se. I've always thought we were okay. Colton is who I'm talking about, the young boy that is my Betty's my neighbor's grandson. He was just like she said he's been acting weird the past few days, just real being a smart butt and insulting people and telling her things that weren't correct, like saying bad things and stuff. And he was kind of being that way this morning, like when we were on the way to the store. So, at first I kind of was like, who? The only thing I can relate it to is he must be he's around somebody that might be bad mouthing us, like when we're not around, like is all I can think. Is somebody he's around is saying something either negative about me, negative about her, his grandma, whoever else. Either that or he's just a little boy with some kind of problem going on. But I felt like maybe the enemy was trying to get at me through him. And so at one point when I went in the grocery store to get something, and, I bought him a little bug juice. They call them bug juices. I came out and I bought him something. I told him, I gave it to him, I was like, I still love you, man. Like everybody has bad days. Because he's young, But it was kind of like, okay, well, where is this coming from? Because that's what me and Betty were talking about. Like, where is this coming from, really? Like, it's got to be coming from something deeper. Like, either something's disturbing him. He's wanting the proper attention, and he's not getting it, and so he's lashing out. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a dad. I'm not, like I don't have all the answers, but needless to say, I tried to make good with it because, I'm sure, like he said that I talk. Oh man, he talks so much. And I know that he had to have heard that from somebody. Yeah, I like to talk. And I know me and Betty kind of know who probably was saying that in front of him, and then he's just repeating it. But like a lot of times I go over there, I'm talking to Betty, and I'm talking about things that are like important or whatever, or I think they are. And there's other people in the room that just would rather me shut up and not say anything. So I deal with that a lot, I don't want to be the center of attention or anything. I don't need to be. Like, I don't know. That's why when I go on like anybody's show, like if I go on their stream, I'm trying to learn how to, know when you can speak up. Like you don't want to interrupt people. And sometimes I found myself like trying to talk over someone or their time. So I try to be polite, on that. But that's why sometimes I don't go on a live stream or just because I don't know. I don't want to like get to talking too much and like feel like anybody's like can't say anything or think they can't say anything because I'm there, So anyway, that was just me. I guess I covered everything there, but I'm just saying I might go live here in a little bit because I hadn't done one in a couple of days. So I did one yesterday, I believe, but just for a minute. It might have been the day before, but yeah, I might go live here in a little bit. So until next time, I'm just tired. I'm like groggy. Like I said, I've been moving slow this morning a little bit. Not really slow, but just I got a heaviness to my eyes, and so. But I'm trying to keep myself up and active. So, yeah. I imagine the enemy is coming at me because I've got my 2-week mark in. I'm maintaining. I don't desire a drink today. So there is probably some kind of something trying to get me to steer off and bent me out of shape, to get me bent out of shape over something. Like if it can get me stirred up and get me anxious and get me thinking too hard or analyzing someone's comment or analyzing someone's lashing out at me because they're having a bad day or anything, and I overanalyze that, then I'll let that screw up my whole day, and I'm not going to do that. So, I hope you'll do the same. So until next time, it's Great Cloud here, says the eternal moment over now. And ditto means I love you.